all for you. Everything's for you. Yeah.
We are currently in a village called Mrchaevo, and we're here for a little walk and picnic, but the baby decided to just fall asleep in the carrier. So now we're in a very tricky situation, so I'm just sitting here trying not to speak too loud so he can get a nice little sleep. But it's a very nice place, and people here are fishing, and there's ducks going about their business. Also we can see the moon, which is beautiful. So a nice little evening activity. We'll come back here in spring. Alright, let's see how this goes. Diamond blade. Got it. I mean, it's not perfect, right? But I think it will do. I'm sure you can tell that I'm not very good at this, and I've only laid tiles once before, but with practice I'm hoping that I will get better. Do not take any advice from me just yet.
Two points.
Готова тенджере.
Да.
Голямо, злато, той аз го прибрах.
О, бейби лайф! И километри. И ходеше до края на селото и обратно. Някакви крайни... Изходи за 24 часа, изходи 100 км.
Браво.
Витуш.
Да, то нали има и такъв Вито Шаран.
Ами той не го направи с официалния, ами сам си го ходеше, да. Но беше полудял така 6 месеца горе-долу беше тази мания и след това спря.
We've had a few people reaching out lately asking for advice on moving to Bulgaria. I don't think I can give you any advice, but what I can tell you is how my life is here from my point of view. I've been living in this village for the past 4 years, and to be honest, I love the life I'm building here. We live in a house, we have a dog and a cat. I'm married to an amazing Bulgarian woman, and now we have the most adorable 7-month-old baby. Having grown up in a village myself, moving here felt like coming home. I had an amazing childhood in the village I grew up in, especially because back then there were no smartphones. Me and my brother would be outside, adventuring, exploring, and maybe causing a little bit of trouble. I mean, with all my adventures, I somehow managed to break some of my teeth. At the dentist, back then, they wouldn't give you painkillers. So it felt like the dentist is drilling right through my jaw. And until now, I have fear of the dentist, you know. And to make things worse, the replacement tooth they gave me was blue. So I had to walk around with that blue tooth until I was like 20 years old or something. But anyways, I would rather experience that in my childhood than growing up now in a city and having an iPad smash my teeth. Basically, we want to give our boy the best childhood we can, and living here is definitely going to help with that. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. She's alive. She is alive. Now, we're only human and we have our own problems like everyone else, so whatever you see in our videos doesn't necessarily tell the whole story, so keep that in mind. I'm fortunate enough to have a business where I can work remotely or internationally. I'm not sure how I could make a living in Bulgaria alone. Especially in my line of work, which is video. Most businesses here don't seem to have the budget for video, and when they do, I can easily get undercut by somebody cheaper. It's only when a company truly values quality or has been burned in the past, they end up spending more and going with me. I honestly don't know how people make a decent living here. Salaries are incredibly low compared to the cost of living. Groceries are crazy expensive, and even the equipment costs more here than in the UK. And don't get me started on OLX, it's a second-hand site, and people selling old stuff on there as if it's spanking new. Absolute chancers. Then there's housing. To buy a house in this village now, you're looking at least 300,000 euros. So imagine what a small apartment in Sofia would set you back. And of course, you can buy a house in the middle of nowhere for way cheaper. But for us now, it's important to be close to the capital. And the only reason why we're living here is because this house was already in my wife's family, and we just took the opportunity to move in and renovate it. If that was not the case, it would take us way longer to get to this stage. That's enough of complaining for one day. What I'm really trying to say is that we found a way for it to work for us. And ultimately, when the sun goes down and we are sitting around the fire with our friends and family, there is no other place where I would want to be. Now it's time for my son's first driving lesson, so I'll see you tomorrow. Come here, boy!
So today we went to a swimming lesson with Javor. And it's not exactly a lesson, right? They're not training. They're teaching him to be comfortable in water, or more like they're teaching us to teach him just simple exercises like the baby on its belly, then on its back. Yeah. The biggest thing for him was, of course, when they pulled out all the toys and little balls, and he was grabbing them and playing around. It's definitely an exciting new activity to do with our baby now that he's a little bit older, and he's a very active baby, yes, yeah. So he needs a lot added to his routine. So today is 8th of March, the International Women's Day. And with my other friends with babies, we made plans to leave the babies with their dads and go out and have some fun together. I see them. Here they are. We met up for brunch. It was spectacular. It was really, really good. We caught up on the latest gossip and then went to this really cool place where you pick a ceramic item and then you paint it with special paints. I think it's called glaze. Then they bake it for you and you can take it next week. So we all ended up choosing plates, which are going to be the birthday plates for our babies. So every year of our kid's birthday, we will take out this plate and put the cake and sing happy birthday and so on. Okay, it's not looking very promising right now, but it will be looking way better when it's baked, I hope.
It's made with love.
Yeah, it's made with love. Here it says we love him, so. And another thing I want to do is this little cup. This is going to be for Jacob, because he drinks a lot of milk. So this is meant to be for him to just drink a little bit of milk. Here you can see the designs of my other friends. They're making some really cool stuff. Can't wait to see all of this baked. Okay, I miss the baby, so I'm leaving. I had a really good time, but I really miss them as well. And I'm curious how their day went. I should do this more often though.
Yesterday, while we were in another village filling up plastic bottles with mineral water, I spotted a beautiful red ladder, and I've noticed there was an old couple sitting in the ladder, so I gave myself the challenge to just make some conversation, you know. So with my broken Bulgarian, I go up to them and say, "Имате много хубава лада." And at first try, the guy didn't hear me, so I had to repeat it a few times. But then he came out the ladder and started having a conversation with me, you know, saying the Russian cars are the best. Obviously, he's not speaking in English, but we somehow managed to make some conversation. And it turns out this guy has been driving the Lada for 45 years. 45 years? Jesus, that is some commitment. He must really love this car. Eventually, I told him I'm looking for somebody to teach me how to repair a Lada. And he says he knows just the guy. And apparently, there's somebody in my village that repairs Ladas. So without any hesitation, the guy pulls out his Nokia phone and starts dialing his friend in my village. And we basically arranged a meeting for Saturday. Oh my God, so we'll see how this plays out. The takeaway here is that if I hadn't have approached this man, I would have never had this conversation and never got to like, oh, I'm off the frame, aren't I? Oh my God. All right, let me just come in here. Basically what I'm trying to say is that if I hadn't have made the effort to have this conversation, none of this would happen, you know? So like, how many experiences do I miss out on because I don't approach people, you know? While I was there, I was with Johan, who's my friend, and he kind of like pushed me to go and speak to them. I mean, it was my idea, but I was talking myself out of it, but he pushed me to do it. So I'm glad he did. So I'm here with Lubo today in his workshop to see what he's up to, and I don't know, he doesn't seem to be in his top form. I don't think he had any sleep whatsoever.
Not today.
He was working on a skid stable that he's done the second time because the first time, yeah, there was something wrong with it.
There were some issues with it.
There were some issues. You know, these are the difficult moments for the woodworker, you know, like, if the client is complaining about something, he had to redo the whole thing, and hopefully this time the client is happy. But it looks very nice. It looks very nice. I really like the oak and the what is it? What was it? Oil finish? Yeah, the oil
beeswax.
finish. Beeswax. Yeah, now he's going to do a couple of cutting boards. So I'm gonna let Lubo go home. But these are the cutting boards. They look beautiful, actually. Very nice, very nice. Jesus, and you do them very fast as well. Will probably take me a day to do one. My God.
Yeah, I've made like 1,000, you know.
But see the beeswax you're using, so it's fine to cut.
Yeah, it's
like
safe
sort
to
of-
eat. Yeah.
Yeah, safe to eat. All right, perfect. Any final words?
Don't be a woodworker.
So we find ourselves in the middle of Rila Mountains, and I'm here with Ivo, who's an amazing photographer who specializes in cookery photography. So Ivo, tell us what we're doing today.
I asked the local group from town of Blagoevgrad to come up here and pose for these surreal portraits that is going to be a part of my future cookery book. This is one of the most amazing groups I photographed. They have extremely beautiful skins made out of old Bulgarian breed of goats. believe at the end we'll get away with some amazing shots, something that I'll be happy with and something that they will be happy with. I really love to make them happy and enjoy the results from this hard work.
Filming this is actually extremely difficult because the harsh sunlight is bouncing off the snow and it's just blinding me. And when I have the sunglasses, I don't see the screen. And if I'm like this, I still don't see the screen, so I'm like shooting blind. Okay, what you're going to witness here is a foreigner trying to speak Bulgarian to a grandpa. This guy is called Kuncho, and I've met him last week, and he has a beautiful red Lada. We kind of arranged that today he's going to, you know, help me meet with some other guy who repairs Ladas, right? So let's just call him and... Oh my god, what am I gonna say? Wait a second, my mind just went blank. Holy shit, I'm like, my heart is beating and everything. Wait a second. I have no idea. I had some things in my mind, but now I can't remember what I'm going to say. Zdrasти, Kunčo, to sam аз, Jakub z Ladata. Да, говорили сме в събота и днес... съжалявам. Може днес отиват до Драгичево за механик. Да.
Ти къде си?
Аз съм Драгичево.
Ела тук на площада.
Да. В колко часа?
Сега веднага.
Сега?
Да.
Добре, аз там бъда за 15 минути.
Пред магазина.
Да, до магазина, да.
Добре, чакам те.
Добре, супер. Добре, чао. Well, I think it went alright. Let's go. I'm gonna pick up Mitko. Mitko is going to be my translator. Come on, let's go.
Translator,
Да, отивам. Чао. Чао. Hey Mitko, what's going on?
Всичко е наред.
And I found Kunčo. Здрасти, Kunčo. Kunčo is taking his time, you know, as he should. Здрасти, Kunčo.
Якоб, здравейте.
Витко съм аз.
Какво ще правим сега? Ходим ли при майстора?
Да.
Вие ще карате по мене.
Добре.
Да.
Ще караш по него.
Да.
Interesting how he has still power to rotate the wheel.
He's a strong guy, you know. Off-roading. All right, we are here. Let's see what happens. We have met the mechanic Tony. He has his main job, repairing cars, and he does Ladas on the side normally during the weekend. He agreed to have a look at it, change the filters and bring it to a state where I can pass the MOT, which is the technical checkup, which allows me to drive the car. So I'll leave him the car at some point, and when he has the time, he'll fix the Lada.
So recently we got this cultivator machine. And it's taken 2 full days for Jacob and my dad to kind of build it. I'm saying kind of because it keeps falling apart. So maybe the learning curve is steeper than we thought. So let's keep positive. We have a machine. Not sure what we're saying, yeah, but...
So the first time I met Lubo, he was telling me about his project that will make or break his career, which is this poker table. I mean, it's amazing, but recently his client called him that the table has actually cracked. So
It was 5 years ago that I made it.
today Lubo is going to fix it.
Do you want to flip it?
By the way, this is Bob.
This is Bob.
It's okay. We should turn around and probably remove the screws, right? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Can you hold it?
Yeah,
for
I'm
this?
holding, I'm holding.
Sorry. I'll just go get some lunch. So you see this? So I did it with a tool this size, and you cannot do it on one pass. You have to do it like little by little. So you can imagine how many times I've went round and round and round and round. At least, I don't know, 2,000 times. But the crack is not good. We have to break it and glue it together. Oh, no, I have another idea.
You have another idea? Okay, so you want to put everything on glue and then just glue this whole thing together?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's crazy, but I think it will work. Mm-hmm. Why am I wasting my time? Usually I would never put glue on top of a stain because it won't hold, but it's been 5 years, so it's pretty dry by now. Slide it in.
Now this is very satisfying. Okay. Let me know when to stop.
Okay, hold on.
With this way of doing it, you don't want to close the crack?
No, we can't.
We can't close the crack because what it would...
It would deform the level. Did you see when you try to close it together how it was like this? We'll fill the crack with black epoxy, it will be better. The base itself is a polyester resin, and then you use the hardener, the pink stuff. And because the hardener is pink, so I need to use spray paint to make it black. But yeah, depending on the temperature, it hardens between 10 minutes and 30 minutes. In the summer, you have to be real quick, because in the summer it can harden in a few minutes. Okay, we are almost there. I think it's almost as good as new.
So winter is somehow back. It's extremely cold, but gardening work doesn't wait. So I want to plant a rose that I bought some time ago, and it's time to plant it. Here is the rose I'm gonna plant. It's this light purple color, and it's a climbing rose, so that's why I'm planting it next to the fence. We have a red climbing one there, and we have a yellow one from the other side. So if they all mix up, should look really beautiful eventually. Yeah. To be honest, it's quite hard to fit in time-consuming hobbies like gardening in now that we have a baby. I just have maybe 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. So I try not to be perfectionist, just to get the job done quickly and improve later on, because otherwise I'll never find time for anything. You can probably hear him in the background cheering me up. He'll be a future gardener.
4 years ago, I decided to pack my bags, leave the UK and move to Bulgaria so I can live with the woman of my dreams. How romantic. And after I moved to this village, we needed a car. A classic Zhiguli 1600, a car that can go from 0 to 60 a little bit faster than a granny on a bike. But not everything's about speed, it's about the feeling, it's about the experience, it's about the absolute vintage vibes. Let me tell you, this car has brought endless smiles to people's faces as we drove past. It started so many conversations, people sharing their stories on how they used to drive the Lada back in the day and how it was the best car they ever had.
Good boy.
On many occasions, this car has broken down, and when it did, I was almost instantly able to find people who can help me put it back on the road. At one point, I had 6 people helping me at once, including a police officer who was scared of dogs. Just as he sat down in the Lada, he instantly jumped back out because he noticed our dog Prim sitting in the passenger seat. Basically, for the 2 years I drove this car, it gave us a lot of amazing experiences and memories. Then, our son was born. We decided to buy a slightly safer car, and since the technical checkups became more strict, I couldn't really drive the Lada anyway. So the poor car was left for dead. However, I recently met a guy called Kuncho, who also has a Lada. He told me that if you know the right people, it's not a problem to pass the technical checkup. He introduced me to his friend Tony, who fixed up the Lada to the point where it can pass. Today, I picked it up from Tony and he drives beautifully. But as I got home, I noticed a bit of rust on the side, and when I looked under, I realized the rust situation is very bad. Like, very bad. So the whole reason of why I'm making this video is I want to make some friends who love these cars and are way more knowledgeable than me. I need advice on how I can save this Lada and how I can start driving it again. So if you know someone, please share this video. I am tired of talking to AI. Let's make some real connections.
So we're gathered here today for my least favorite part of growing tomatoes, which is repotting them. I don't like this part because it's messy, very time consuming. I need to write so many labels because I grow so many varieties. And then I don't have space to keep all the tomatoes. They're everywhere in the house, basically. They're taking every single spot. So here I have my mixture. I've put here peat, compost and soil from our garden and sifted everything with a little green sifter, whatever it's called. Should be pretty decent for the tomatoes at this stage. Now I'm going to water it. Oh, I need a spoon. Can you bring me a spoon? Small spoon. Every Bulgarian is using yogurt cups for their tomatoes. This is part of our secret for tasty tomatoes. I'm gonna start with this beautiful specimen, one of the best ones here. And yeah, my secret is also using cutlery. Trying to get most of the stem buried up to these first leaves here, so that then the plant can grow new roots from the stem. I'm also testing a new kind of labels, because this is another issue that I have. I'm always trying new kind of labels and then everything messes up and gets destroyed by the rain or whatever, and I don't know what I planted. So yeah, these are new plastic ones. Now I'm putting them like this here, and then when we have the stakes for the tomatoes, I'll probably put them like that around each tomato. And hopefully these markers these times are permanent. It says it's permanent, but sometimes it's not. So hopefully this time, at the end of the year, I'll be able to say which tomatoes performed the best.
Oh, shit! No! Come on, Johnny!
Here where the sheep was.
So this right here is Johnston. So I met this guy 5 years ago in Scotland. At the time we were both... It's a woodpecker. Where? Get that woodpecker. Get the woodpecker. At the time we were both freelancers doing video work, and then over time we decided, you know what? We're pretty good together, so we'll make a company. So he has visited me in Bulgaria about, I don't even know, 1,000,000 times. And last time he was here, we filmed a wildlife episode. And we filmed really cool wildlife animals in Bulgaria. And we're trying to do the same again, but this time probably focusing on birds, because birds are really hard to capture. So we're giving ourselves a challenge to do something, you know? Do you see the woodpecker?
No, I've lost it now.
Shit.
You can hear it though.
So right now we're actually taking cover in an abandoned farm, and we're using this basically as our camouflage. So from here we managed to spot a deer, but birds are still very hard to find. we see them from a distance and then somehow they just disappear. Also, today is kind of like a little practice day to get us into the mood of capturing wildlife. But over the next several days, we're gonna take it a little bit more seriously and see what happens. Do you think I could pretend that I'm in Australia and I'm like going through the jungle and I'm like trying to catch an anaconda?
Pathfinder.
Oh, I found the path!
Alright, so we've already seen some birds.
So I can hear the sound of several different birds. I just can't see them.
Mate, this is hard because I have no idea where I am as soon as I zoom in.
So we finally found some birds. They're called heron. Listen, I've got a plan, right? I've got a plan. You stay here, and I'll see if I can go closer, right? I was gonna say that I just needed you to move forward a little bit for an epic shot of you there, but I guess...
Are we filming ourselves or are we going to film the wildlife?
What do you mean? We need behind the scenes, and that was a very cool shot of you there. Where are they landing? Yes. We're filming ducks, forget the birds. Are ducks birds?
What do you mean?
I don't know, are they? Are they part of birds?
Yes.
Right, let's film some ducks. That's the only name of a bird that I know.
They've got a corkscrew style penis, like spirals in.
Oh my god, we literally have nothing interesting to say. We have nothing interesting to say. Can we not just have a bison appear somewhere? Or a wild boar?
Be like a bear just comes and has a drink from the side.
So we just found the nest of a bird. There's a little hole in this silver birch just up here.
Hello. Ooh, we are currently in the middle of the Balkan Mountains.
Oh my god, that is so bubbly.
We are waiting for Gradimir, who's a wildlife expert. He's a ranger, and he's going to show us around. He's given us a place where we can sleep, because tomorrow we're filming more birds.
Hello, Gradimir. How you doing, man?
Go behind me.
Yeah, we'll follow. Let's go.
kilometers.
Jeez, it's actually good to see him, man. It's our like old friend, you know.
This is Bulgaria in one shot.
Last summer and autumn, we captured here 38 species of birds and 8 species of mammals.
So we've just arrived at these little huts that Gradimir has built.
Gradimir has not been here for 5 years. There's so many different bugs that I can film with a macro lens if we don't see any birds. there, like so many different ones.
Oh, there's a huge one. Holy shit, look at this.
Johnny, this is what you call an adventure, you know what I'm saying? And also what's interesting is that Because this place has been kind of abandoned for 5 years, you can see how nature is overtaking. Did you see all this? Did you see all this? So many. Right, Johnny, I'll clean up and you can just film. Right?
I got the memo, mate.
Thank you.
We will not put maize from this line down because the wild boars are coming and destroy this small meadow. So we feed with maize just here and with sunflower there for the small birds.
Do you see any evidence of mammals?
This is from two weeks ago, small bear.
A small bear.
Yeah. On migration we had many species, very rare species, some of them. In the summer we have wryneck, red-breasted flycatcher, for example. Some interesting things, and many other. I will send you the list now. But now we begin to feed again and prepare everything. You see, we clean now the geodome for you and for anyone else if anyone wants to come to sleep here.
I'm colour grading the floor. As we settled in the hide and we were there for like 10 minutes, I was losing hope. I was like, we still don't see the birds. What's the point of this hide? But then actually they started coming out after like 20 minutes or something, and then I started realizing it's actually not too bad. I feel very optimistic for tomorrow. I think if we wake up for sunrise, spend a few hours here, I think we'll be able to get some really nice shots.
The hide's a bit weird because it like kind of blinkers you into like one zone, and I hate that because I want to like see with my eyes and see where all the movement's happening. And obviously Jacob is like looking through this camouflage thing with like zooming in, and like he just misses everything. I'm like, there's a bird there, there's a bird there, there's a bird there, and it's just like when you're blinkered like that, it feels so like claustrophobic. But I guess that's just part of it, because obviously literally as soon as the birds know you're there, they're just gone. So yeah, hopefully in the morning we'll put what we've learned to the test.
It's currently 6 a.m. and we're basically in the hide for sunrise. So we're just looking for activity.
Oh my god, bird. Where? Look. Where? Are you blind? Seems like it. Right there. See. Look. You're not even pointing anywhere. Look at this guy coming close. Finally, oh my god.
How do birds hear? Do you know what I mean? Like, in my mind, it seems like a sense they don't have.
I was also thinking the same while we were snacking, but clearly they fly off when they hear
They
you.
definitely have ears somewhere.
They have ears, yeah. There is so much to learn.
Who do you think would win in a fight? 1,000 chaffinches or you? Like 1,000 of them.
1,000 of them? What do you mean they'll just be scared and fly away?
No, but like imagine they weren't scared.
They were not scared and they were like full attack mode?
Yeah, and they were all pecking your eyeballs. Like they're all going for your eyeballs.
Do I have any weapons or is it just my hands?
Just your hands.
Well, my hands are weapons. I think I could slap them about. I think I could slap like 20 at the same time. You know, they're coming after me and like boom.
So you think you would win?
Yeah.
So there's this one great tit. Keeps flying down and flying back to the exact same perch. It came here earlier. It's done again. It's gone down and now it'll go back. Watch this. I told you. It goes back to the exact same perch every time. It's crazy.
So there is this black and white bird that always goes on this little branch. And I just love the look of that bird. I think that's my favourite.
That's my favourite.
Find yourself some other favourite.
Yeah,
This is my favourite. As we were leaving to go home, we spotted some new birds on the way, so we instantly just jumped out of the car and started filming. Oh, it's a beautiful bird. This might be my favourite.
But it's making so many different noises. I'm like, I would have thought that they'd have been different birds, but it's like, the vocabulary's insane.
It's perfectly in position for my shot. Oh yeah.
So we're just outside a small town called Jasenovo, if I got that right. And like, we have these open spaces, but then these like mixture of big trees and small trees. And there seems to be a wide variety of birds here. Kind of like a bit better than the spot we were at, even in the bird hide, so.
I think this is the highlight for me, seeing all those birds on that tree, and I feel like it's starting to rain as well. So maybe we should get a move on, but I can hear a buzzard. I can hear a buzzard!
I got it. I got it. If nothing else, it was quite far away.
I wanted to get it. It's 4 AM and we are driving to Slovakia.